Hello, everybody. My name is Elyas. I own a shop in New York called Big Apple Art Gallery and Framing. And today we have an interview with Val Schaefer. And Val makes some really cool frames. You'd be amazed at the stuff that he makes. All right. So, look, if anybody's on Facebook and YouTube, go ahead and type in the city you're from. And if you have any questions, if you put it up on the screen, and hopefully I get Val to take some of these questions. I'm going to bring Val to the screen now. Hey, Val, how's it going?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Hey, I'm glad I met you in Chicago at the Crescent show, and it was cool hanging out.
Yeah, likewise. It was good chatting with you. It
Yes,
was a
sir.
friendly group of folks.
Yeah, this industry is a very friendly industry altogether. Everybody's helping out everybody. It's pretty cool. Hey, look, I want to start with who you are and what do you do. There are people who know what you do, but I don't think there's many. I'm sure there are many who don't.
All right, thanks. Yeah, so I'm Val. My name is Val Schaefer, and I'm the owner of ValCo Frames. Um, so first of all, I'm having a blast doing this. I stumbled across this back in 2018, and I've just been having a good time creating this art, and I'm very thankful for the welcome that I got to the community.
So, what's your background? How did you stumble into this?
So I have a military background. I spent a tour, spent a tour in Iraq, and it was an interesting experience, and it had ripple effects to me that I couldn't have imagined or foreseen. So I found myself in a situation where I needed to do something. I needed to stay active. I needed to get my brain working right again, and I stumbled into art therapy and this framing, and that's what it was. I looked around my apartment. I had some canvases I wanted to frame, and I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I just did it myself. And here I am. It's just one thing led to another.
That's cool. Hey, Val, I want to thank you for your service. We appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So you come back, you get into art therapy, and you start making frames for your own paintings, right?
Yeah.
How did it evolve into all these fancy frames that you make? Some of your frames are like 7 inches and wide, right?
Yeah, I've gotten them up to so far about, I think it's 12 inches the widest.
So how did it get involved and get evolved? How did it evolve into all that? Give me the backstory here.
So I was experiencing brain fog because of the PTSD issues I was going through. I was still learning a lot about it, and I realized that I needed to get my brain to be engaged, right? So I started off complex. I went with the materials that I had access to, which was residential lumber and trim.
Yeah.
And I just started building them that way. I have a natural affinity towards the ornate details in the Victorian era and such. So one thing led to another. I just kept building. I kept getting them more complex and figuring out new ways to do it.
Val, what kind of material do you use? Can you show us one of your frames? Do you mind if I share the screen?
Sure. Go ahead. Thank you.
So I'm going to do this. Do that. All right. So this is one of your frames, right?
Yeah.
Now, how wide is this molding?
This particular molding is 2.5 inches wide.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crown molding, and it's made of European beech.
Now, you told me that you basically get household moldings and you combine them together, right? Do you want to tell me a story to the audience? Because I know how you build it back and all that, but maybe if you can tell it again, what holds the art and what's the top?
All right. So what you're looking at here is it's something where we consider basically a shadow box, right? There's a base that is, I call the spine. It's dimensional lumber. It's a 2.5 inch wood stood high,
Mm-hmm.
which I then pocket screw on all sides, and then I start laying in things like crown molding. So what you're looking at is crown molding on 3/4 inch wide by 2.5 inch dimensional lumber. The back is a 1/8 inch sheet of hardwood, and then I layer in some oak and some beautiful wood grain species, and then what you have is you have the art laid on top of that. If it's a canvas, it's screwed in from the back, If it's a traditional like paper type of art, it goes into a frame that has a rabbit with glass, and then that gets screwed in through the back of my frame. So it's like a frame within a frame.
A frame within a frame. And then so is this stuff available to framers, right? I saw actually your company listed at the West Coast Art and Frame Show trade map. So you're exhibiting there?
Yeah, I decided to go for it. I've been invested in this. I had this little secret project going on. It was my little art therapy that just blossomed.
Yeah.
And I want to show the world. So I'll be there in February. I'll have a booth, and I'm looking forward to it.
So Val, are your purpose at the show to just show it, or are you planning on selling this to other frame shops?
Well, I do want to sell to other frame shops. Much like your guest last week, Michael, it's different, right? This is art. This is not a regular traditional frame. This is art that we wrap around art. So I need the right fit with the retailers, right? This is the kind of thing that not everyone is into, right? So it's really a right fit and the right customer base. It's all handmade. It's painted by hand, and it's all wood. So I have to find a customer base within the retail community that's interested in that kind of thing.
So how does it work? So if you were, what's your so if, let's say, me and you say, hey, let's put stuff in Mo's shop, right? What do I do? Do I get corner samples? How does it work? Because your stuff is just, you have unlimited options. Isn't that so?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 4 years now, and I still haven't run out of options.
Yeah.
So what I do is I standardize, and I offer a catalog. I have a catalog, printed catalog. It's a 48-page catalog. That's one of the pages you're looking at with a screen share.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do is with the frame shop that wants to work, we want to partner together. They'll buy one of these frames, and then when they buy that frame for the display, my samples will come inside of that. So then you have color samples. I work with the retailer to see what trends are you seeing within your customer base on colors that are of interest, and I'll color your samples that way. It's 100% customizable.
Nice. So you'd buy a frame, and how big is a frame?
It depends how many samples you want. We'll adjust it to the size. I know that's spaces of a premium, right, on these walls. So it's up to you. These frames, because it's a frame within a frame or something of a shadow box, depending on if it's canvas, it adds anywhere from 6 to over 24 inches to whatever the art is. They're wide moldings.
Yeah.
So I would work with you to figure out what works best for you.
Now you excuse me 1 second. Hey Val, I have an electrician here. If you can talk about the frame for here a tiny bit, I'm going to talk to Scott, and then I'll catch up with you in just a second. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
So like Mo was talking about, the options. The options are unlimited. It really is. I'm constantly trying different molding stacks, and I'm impressed with how versatile it is. You can see this with skull art. You can see it with fine art. You can see it with I have one with a ballet dancer. It's just beautiful. I can't hear you, Mo.
So one gets the samples. What's the lead time on something like this? Because this is all creative stuff, right? So you can't just demand creative. How do you work that?
So it depends on the project. The process that I work with the retailers is there's a design meeting, and after that design meeting, we will determine how long this project will probably take. The base project, generally it takes anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks. But if we're getting custom corners or custom molding cut, and I can pretty much anything that can be imagined. I can have it cut into wood.
Yeah.
To truly make something special. Sometimes it takes, it can take up to 3 months.
Sure. So, and then you prepare the customer for it, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Val, where are you located?
I'm in Odenton, Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, so you're East Coast. So East Coasters you're gonna have an advantage. Well, do you mind sharing some pages from your catalog? I know you wanna. So, guys, I have all Val's information here at the bottom. His Facebook page, YouTube channel, Instagram, a website. Val, maybe we can see some stuff from your samples, and then you can tell us where people can go and order the catalog or order samples, or how would they get in touch? Maybe you can tell us more about that also.
So you can reach me at Val at ValCo.com. On the website, you can reach me through email or call through the website. There's stuff's listed. There's also Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of building a retailer's section to my website, so we'll make that a little easier for you guys.
Sure. Do you want to show us some pages from the catalog? Because I went through it, man. Some really wonderful stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hold on. Let me share the screen. Do that. All right. I think this will give us the highest quality. All right. Go ahead. Go through some of the pages if you don't mind.
Okay. So this is what we call the French. This is a fairly simple design. Besides all the hand painting of the scrolls. So as you go through my catalog, what I'll give you is a picture of the frame in a particular color, and then I'll give you on page 2, it'll be different colors of the same molding with different types of art, and then you can see the raw version of the pieces, the major components that are used. There's a handful of popular ones. And what you'll see as you go through the catalog, which is also available online, if you go to the website, there's a section for the catalog. You can download it there in PDF form. And there's just all types of designs. There's all kinds of feels to it. I mean, we have the Elton John, the rainbow of colors.
Now, this is something people can download from your website, correct? Like a PDF? Is it a PDF?
Yes.
Obviously, it will look a lot better when you download a PDF, but this stuff is good. I downloaded it, took a look, real sharp stuff, man.
Thank you. Here's a good example of a more complex frame. We have 2 layers of primary molding. It's a chair rail molding and a crown molding together. And once you put them together and you put some trim in there, it looks like one piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a 9-inch wide molding.
9-inch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I enjoy these pictures. This one in particular, it's a stunning look, and then it's all 100% customizable.
Oh wow, this is cool.
Yeah, so the pictures you see of the frames, those are actual frames that were built in photographs and just laid it in.
Well, are you also an artist? Do you also paint?
I do. I paint these. I didn't know. I wasn't aware that I had this in me, really. It's just something that I've stumbled upon.
Yeah.
And I've kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah. Is any of the stuff that I'm looking at your artwork yourself inside the frames? Besides
No.
the frame?
No, I don't do any of that. Yeah. I barely have enough time to do all this stuff. I can't get enough of this.
Yeah, sure. Oh, look at that. How wide is this guy?
That one's probably about 7 inches.
Yeah, stunning. I like it a lot.
Thank you. It's a beautiful one. And then as we get here towards the end, there's more frames. There's almost 30 at this point. There's 29 designs I've standardized. Then you get towards the end. Here's some add-ons, some corners, different things that I can add.
Oh wow, the American Eagle is cool, man.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Looks really cool.
Yeah. Oh, skull. Oh, this is so much fun.
Oh, it's a blast. I'm having a great time.
I believe it.
I can't get enough of it.
I got a question. Are the moldings bare and then you paint them and you order them to come through, or do you wait to check anything?
So I buy them. Obviously, I buy them already carved, and they come raw. There's no color to them. So I start with bare wood.
But you do the painting, not the end user, not the frame shop, right?
No, I send. So what I do is I send you a finished frame. You tell me what size. They tell me what size art it is, and I build the frame custom to that.
Yeah.
Depending on the design we use, then it could be a broad range of sizes at the end. The end result.
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait to see the stuff in real life. Are you gonna bring some of the real frames, like a made up frame, to the show?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah?
I'm gonna bring a handful of big ones, and I'm gonna bring one that would be what a retailer would have on their wall. It would be a finished frame with samples inside.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should have a bidding war on who takes that home.
That's a good idea.
Don't ship it back to Maryland.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Hey, so what kind of art do you enjoy besides the frame? Like what kinds of art do you enjoy? You showed me the one in Maryland they asked you about. That was pretty neat. So what is your interest in art as far as art goes?
I'm open. I'm wide open. I love it all. I like it. I like it best when someone wants me to frame something and they show me something that they give me a piece of art that I didn't know I liked. Right. So now I'm into this other type of art.
Yeah.
I like taking that art that I wouldn't normally use and make a frame that's beautiful for it.
Yeah. That's pretty neat, man. I have all your websites down. Everybody has these. Everybody can see them, and I'm going to link them on the first comment, so it's clickable too if you have to. But right now it's all at the bottom. Val, I want to give the last word to you. If there are any things you want to say.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you taking your time to do this. Something like this is big for a small-time fellow like me. And I also wanted to thank the community for the warm welcome and all the support. It's great. It's nice when you can step into something new and you can leverage people that, you're going to build a relationship with them, and hopefully I can give back one day.
That'd be great. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you also taking the time. I know you're very busy, and hopefully I will see you in person in a few months.
Frankie and I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, Frankie. Who's Frankie?
Frankie's my service dog.
Oh yeah, I saw something moving around in the background.
That's Frankie. She's always with me. She looks out for me.
Of course. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Thank you.